Knows what Grotus is doing, or is going to do once the last soul is judged, but it is generally accepted that it will not be pleasant. We're going to intimidate 15. Quit the act, stand and fight, or I'll really send you to your final rest.
How rude, speaking to a dying man that way. Look, I can't even move. What? It can't be. But I'm gravely wounded. I can't even stand on my own 2 feet. Watch.
The dwarf moves his hands and looks at them baffled.
It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
Spell conversion. Clerics and druids can convert their spells spontaneously. A cleric of good alignment doesn't need to prepare healing spells. They can spend almost any prepared spell to cast a cure spell of the same level. In the same way, a cleric of evil alignment doesn't need to prepare inflict spells. During character creation, clerics of neutral alignment can choose whether their converted spells cure or inflict. A druid can convert almost any prepared spell into summon nature's ally of the same level.
We do it my way.
Oh, this is the other side, okay.
I won't be halted.
I feel like that's where we have to go, but I want to explore. Formations. Group formation is half of any victory. The formation system will help you hold the line in combat. Click this button to select one of the standard formations, or you can also create your own. I'll have my tank come look around, or me, for in other words. Hi! I'll talk to you in a minute, actually.
I lead. You follow.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere.
The stout man's unshaven face is covered with scars. There's blood on his armor, but he doesn't even seem to notice his wounds as he confidently gives orders to the guards. You! Oh yeah. Don't need to read that.
Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
Who are you?
Keston, House Gares, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do.
House Gares is based in the western part of Brevoy, in the foothills of the Golishkin Mountains. It is led by Lord Howland Gares, who is a widower, His adoptive heir is Toval Golka, a dwarf and son of the clan chief of the Golka dwarves' holding. House Garess had a good relationship with the Golka dwarves until the dwarves vanished. Members of the house worked the metal that the dwarves mined. The house's motto is strong as the mountains.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also give myself a manly captain of the guard. Or two.
The girl casts a coy look at Keston and remarks sweetly. What's going on here?
Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamande to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fame, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
The tiefling squints, obviously curious and thinking quickly. Do you need help putting out the fire?
No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here, those who still live. Your place is by Lady Aldori's side.
It doesn't seem right. What if some of the guards are wounded? We need to help them.
Where's the hall?
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
I'll go immediately.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
The tiefling girl starts off and dashes through fire.
May Abadar keep you safe.
Abadar, the god of cities, law, merchants, and wealth, also called the god of walls and ditches in the Eastern Dragon Empires, is known to be a patient deity. Maintaining a strong neutral stance in his actions, he sets forth to expand civilization and order among the peoples of Golarion. Go through the fire. Illustrated book episodes. Some game events play out as illustrated book episodes. The decisions you make during these episodes can have drastic impact on the development of the game's plot. As with dialogues, you will often need to make various skill checks during these episodes. Depending on the circumstances, sometimes you will need to choose one of your party members to perform an action, and sometimes an action will be automatically performed by the character with the highest skill bonus. And so our adventure started, earlier and much more tragic than we'd expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls, led by Mas. And not at all by that scoundrel Tartuccio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamande Aldore was waiting for us, but to get to her we'd have to march through the fire literally. As we approached the burning building, we drenched ourselves with buckets of water. Prudence is a key to victory. Before moving through the fire, we thoroughly wet our clothes and tear. After that, we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. It was a good thing we hadn't wasted any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound, blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from smoke, but Mas led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartuccio did nothing useful at all. We'd made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall. When we heard someone calling for us, it was Valerie, one of the guards. I chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd be stunned by her beauty. But now, amid the smoke and flames, she looked like a celestial avenger. An armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. There are 2 more, she shouted as she passed by us. They are wounded. Help me pull them out. Tartuccio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Mas... Rush to save the guards from the fire. Yeah. Succeeded. Saving the poor fellows didn't take long. Together we lifted them up and carried them away from the fire. Only then did Valerie pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. Thank you, that was truly noble of you, she said. And now let us rush to Lady Eldori's aid. Ensuring the guards we'd rescued were relatively safe, we made our way to the hall where the battle was already in full swing. One of the characters is fatigued. This is just one of the negative conditions that can affect you during the game. To notify you that the character is under the effect of a condition, a symbol will appear near their portrait. To find out more about the character's condition, open the screen. Right. Thank you, Valerie. I owe you my life. If I ever get my hands on that arsonist. Cough, cough. I thought I was a goner. Actually.
We do it my way.
There. Let's quick save.
Onwards!
Alright, let's go. Let's see what's going on in here. Let's save the day if we can. Oh boy. Reinforcements are already on the way. Say your prayers, scum. Help Jamandi fight the assassins. Help Jamandi Aldori.
Let's move already.
That's going to change this, isn't it? Yeah. Unavailable, really.
No one stands in my
Give the
way.
order.
I'm losing
I am
my
your
temper.
shield.
Wait, that won't help you. Because you're undead. So for those of you who don't know, Jathal is undead, and so what that means is a healing potion won't work. You gotta like feed her poison. Think that's okay. He's wearing banded mail as well. Kind of weapon. Masterwork bastard sword. Longbow 1d8. Composite longbow. Oh! Yes! Much better. Okay.
I am yours to command. Unworthy.
Yes, I'm still here.
Serves you right.
Let's try acid splash. Okay. Oh.
Let us strike as one. Do not falter.
Holy smokes. A manticore.
Repent.
Onward!
Oh, here comes Amiri. Where the heck is my character? Why are you running away?
Stay behind me!
Spell's not working like that.
Wretched things.
I think they took him out. Yeah! In your faces, jerks.
Battles await.
Unidentified. Can I identify? Where are you? Bracers, that is unidentified. Right here. These bracers grant their wear and armor bonus of +1, just as though they were wearing armor. Like most bonuses, an armor bonus does not stack with armor bonuses from different sources. Oh. Oh my. So you're at 22, so I'm going to give you... Oh. Okay, that's fine. Fine. My character will wear the ring. You will wear the braces. Oh. Jathal's almost dead. Never mind, it actually... Barbarian is probably the best. Don't have anything to give her. Unfortunate. Take everything off Tartuccio.
Head on!
So many deaths. The night stokes our rage. The grief and tears will come at dawn. Not even departed and we already won the first battle. Seems like a good omen, right? I suppose we want to go talk to these people?
I won't be halted.
Is that the Manticore? An unheard of atrocity, mark my words, we'll find out who's behind it.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger, and that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
That is what that is. I remember it now. I knew the ring had something to do with something. Pitax, long a haven for thieves and smugglers, Pitax is a hub for trade in the river kingdoms. It aspires to be a center of culture and higher learning as well, but cannot escape its more unsavory origins. I have no connections to Pitax, but Tartuccio's name, accent, and clothes seem like he came straight from there. Which of us looks more likely, more like they might be Aroveti's spy?
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best. There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
My words might be rash.
The tiefling is obviously embarrassed.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand. He's got the eyes of a spy, and the mug of a spy!
Thank you, Amiri.
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
Jesus. Moral choices. Sometimes a character has to make difficult decisions relying on their conscience or lack thereof. Such decisions impact your character's alignment, gradually shifting your character toward good or evil, lawful or chaotic. Some dialogues feature special options that are available only to characters with certain alignments.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
That's right.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here? He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
Oh, come on. You helped Valerie save people from fire and Jumanji. Yes.
Really, Tartuccio? You're seriously trying to blame someone for saving people from a fire?
Yeah, that's right.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
Shellen, also known as the Eternal Rose, the Eternal Maiden, and the Incorruptible, is the goddess of art, beauty, love, and music, and the half-sister of Zon Kuthon. Shellen focuses just as much attention on internal beauty as external. As aspects of her role as goddess of beauty, Shellen also promotes the creation of art and the composing and performance of music. Clerics of Shellen frequently are artists themselves. As a goddess of love, Shellen encourages the proliferation of that feeling in all its forms. She's not the goddess of sexuality, lust, or fertility, and makes a very clear distinction between love and sexuality, although she does not in any way discourage erotic love. The few paladins who worship her practice courtly love.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
Please.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the 2 teams would you prefer to accompany?
Right.
If my leader allows, I would join his team. He seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Wrong choice, Harun.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these 2. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have 2 teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the Stolen Lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navacta's Crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
Navatka's Crossing. Village at the very southern edge of Rossland, protected by a wooden palisade wall surrounding it. The South Rossland Road runs through the village, as does the road leading to the newly established settlement at Varnhold. This place is home to trappers, anglers, hunters, and tradesmen. The locals are a serious bunch, and very suspicious of strangers, especially those from the Stolen Lands. Oleg's Trading Post. This abandoned border fort at the southern edge of Rossland found a new life recently. Oleg and Svetlana Levitin, a couple from Rostov, rebuilt it into a trading post. This place is now one of the few hospitable shelters for travelers in the surrounding wilderness.
I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Rostov is working for Pitax. But you should know that it isn't just Pitax we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
3 months.
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Rostov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
We're setting off on our first big adventure.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
The gnome sorcerer Tartuccio, our leader's rival for the Baron's coronet, is wandering somewhere in the Stolen Lands. He is cunning, dangerous, and definitely preparing something nasty for us. One way or another, we must defeat him. Meet with Tartuccio in the Stolen Lands. Our daring mass and the insidious sorcerer Tartuccio revealed the special task from Jamandi Aldori, a chance to claim their own barony. But only one of them may prevail. We must seek Tartuccio out in the Stolen Lands and find out what our rival is busy with. Will fail in 89 days and 23. So we have 3 months to do this. In that time, we're going to try and explore all of the map in the first area. And in doing so, once I start naming cities and towns and whatever, they're going to be named, like I had said before. Towns and names that I have in my story that I created. Excuse me. Setting off on our first big adventure, Jamandi Aldori, a Restovic sword lord, is testing the contenders, weighing who shall be ruler of the Stolen Lands. There's only one way to prove that you're worthy of the title. Rid the area of the ravaging bandits and their leader, the bloody cutthroat known only as the Stag Lord. Tremble, ye scoundrels, we are coming. We can find shelter. and get fresh information about the bandits at the trading post of a certain Oleg Levitin. Let's get there. No more than 3 months to conquer the Stolen Lands. That sounds like more than enough, but we should be still mindful of the passing time. This is the map of the Stolen Lands in the vicinity. To set out, click on one of the arrows near your party token. You can learn the whereabouts of significant locations by talking to characters or happening upon them during your journey. After learning about a location, you must find a way there yourself. Along the way, random encounters await. You may be attacked by monsters or you may meet new acquaintances. After exiting the location of a random encounter, you will not be able to return there. Uh-oh.
Let us strike as one! Tear them apart!
Okay, let's take the time to, like, sort out this stuff. I don't have any type of healer. Okay. Let's turn that off. I don't suppose I can put armor on you, right? 4.
That is mine! You cannot have it!
I guess maybe while we're not in combat. Um... That needs to happen. We need to heal.
Any last wishes?
Oh, come on, guys. Well, I guess now that we're close.
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
It's high time to set up camp and rest. In camp, all characters will restore some of their lost hit points, and those capable of casting spells will replenish them. To camp, you need a special resource, rations. When you press R or click rest, an outline of the camp appears under your mouse cursor. A green outline shows you to click the setup camp there, while the red one means something is blocking it. If setting up camp, click on the bonfire to begin resting. Once everyone has gathered around the bonfire, press the manage button to see special camp interface, which used to set the resting time and distribute the following responsibilities among your party members. Hunting success will require additional rations. Camp camouflage lowers the chance of an enemy attack on the camp, the same way Night Watch does. Cooking. Preparing a successful dish will grant positive effects lasting 16 hours to the specific character or the entire party, depending on the recipe. Special ability. Every party member has their own special ability. You can assign more than one job to a party member, but be careful, that would prevent them from having a proper rest. While resting, your camp may be attacked by enemies. After dealing with them, click on the fire again to continue resting. It is usually better to avoid camping in dungeons. In dungeons, you won't be able to hunt, cook, or use certain unique abilities. Moreover, there is a higher chance of an enemy attacks in such places. I'm so slow because I'm so over encumbered. Perfect. Perfection.
I respect useful books, but who needs shallow stories? Fables about a knight who slew a dragon won't help you if you meet a dragon in real life.
Then they'll write books about me, Lindsay the Dragon Slayer. Or no, more like Lindsay who was not afraid to challenge a dragon and get heroically eaten in her prime. Sounds good, huh?
Yeah, sounds alright. We're fully healed? Well, I'm not quite healed. That's okay though. Do a full save. Oh no. We can't travel. Weight is too high, man. What do we got here? 10 pounds for one, huh? £15 for two. Now we're good, right? There it is. All your characters are fatigued. Cannot charge and takes a -2 penalty. Okay. Oh, because she was fatigued. That's why she couldn't. Right. Penalty to strength and dex. After a complete rest, fatigued characters are no longer fatigued.
You practice so much, and always by yourself. Aren't you tired of doing the same lunges over and over again? How about we work together?
Fine, why not? But it won't replace my practice. For me, the most important asset in battle is discipline, self-control, and iron will.
I think we got some... Yeah. Yes, sir, I want to enter. I would like to enter. Alright, quick save.
We do it my way.
Save yourselves, fools.
I lead, you follow.
Okay.
All this waiting bores me. No one stands in my... Spell's not working like that. Onwards!
In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's tax and some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. Alignment and dialogues. Some dialogues feature special options that are available only to characters with certain alignments. Right. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you can control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours. Come here, squeeze us dry, and come Oleg, a large man with rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be guests from Restov. What's going on here? Isn't it obvious? These thugs are robbing us honest settlers. They say they're taking some tax for their leader, the Stag Lord. Oleg spits. But I didn't swear allegiance to any Stag Lords. I pay my taxes to Restov. But Restov is so far away, Oleg, and the Stag Lord is so close. And as for you, the young dark-haired woman squints angrily at you. Get out of here before it's too late. This is our land. We own it. Our duty is to protect the trading post. Don't waste your breath on scum like this. My task is to clear this land of bandits, and I'll start right now. Retreat! We're too few for a fight. Let's call for help from the camp. No way. This just means we can rob a few idiots instead of just one. To arms, everyone!
Cut them to pieces!
Okay.
Die!
I'm not doing it wrong! The spell is flawed!
Spell is flawed! Wow, 15, dude. Oh. You were supposed to...